3756, contact clear cut departure flight. Departure state cut 776.
Well, welcome to 2026. That's not exactly the top of the hour graphic, and I have to switch that back. First live stream of 2026 from high atop the H Hotel. It is Friday. We're in reverse ops here at LAX. Oh yes, sit back, relax, I got you covered. I am Plane Jockey Kevin, high atop the H Hotel on January 2nd, 2026. Give me 1 second. Let me put the main animation back on the screen here.
Delta 1421, turn right at Sierra, hold short of runway 6 right, departing traffic. Sierra short of 6 right, Delta 1421. That was 5299, runway 6 right at Echo 17, line up and lane. Just verify that 6 right at Echo 16, Sierra 5299, line up and lane. Skywest 5299, correction, runway 6 right at Echo 16, line up and lane. Runway 6 right at Echo 16, line up and lane, Skywest 5299. Skywest 5299, wind 0605, runway 6 right at Echo 17, cleared for takeoff, RNAV Kofax. Runway 6 right, verify Echo 16, cleared for takeoff, Skywest 5299. Yes, I keep saying runway 6 right at Echo 17, runway 6 right at intersection of Echo 16.
Got Eva rolling down to 7 at left, heading back to Taipei, the 777 at 300 ER. 2127 heavy LA Tower, runway 6 right, full length line and lane traffic departing downfield from intersection of 16. So our shot is kind of cut off there. A little bit heavy, heading over there to 6 right here on the north side. That heavy is United Airlines flight 2127 heading to Newark, 787 at 9 Dreamliner.
2102 LA Tower, hello, caution, wait turbulence, heavy 78 departs to parallel 10605, runway 6 will left.
Darren, the super chat, thanks so much, Darren. Says Happy New Year from the UK, guys. Can you just move that? I'm hearing myself in that microphone. There we go, perfect. Split the difference. Right there, thank you. Happy New Year. From the UK, guys, Happy New Year. Hope 2026 is going well for all of you so far. He's Shelton with an awesome $20.26 super chat. Thanks so much, Heat. Says Happy New Year, Kevin. Here's to another year of the best plane spotting live streams. Here, Heath. Appreciate that. Happy New Year. I know the last week haven't done too many live streams. Plane Jockey Kevin's been a little ill for the last week. Still coughing. But good to get out here and give you some plane action. There we got that first heavy of the stream heading to Newark. Going to be taken off next. Make sure to turn it up. Reverse ops. The planes are flying directly right by us here at the H Hotel as they take off on runway 6 right. You don't even know what day it is. I hear you, Chris.
Delta 1421 is Sierra cross runway 6 right, then straight ahead-ish into the Delta Nana ramp. All right, cross the 6 right straight ahead into the Delta ramp, Delta 6 right. How is it? 3412 Heavy LA Tower, good morning, 1004, runway 6 left, clear land, 2127 Heavy contact SoCal, departure, pass along bases, top stalled out, have a good flight. Switch in, will do, thank you, 7 nice day, United 2127.
Again, that Dreamliner heading to Newark.
3868 LA Tower, good morning, caution wait turbulence for the heavy 78 departure, runway 6 right, full length, line up the wind.
Runway 6 right, full length, line up the wind, Skywest 3868.
Mateo with a sunglass super chat. Good to see you the other night, Mateo. Hope you had fun at the New Year's Eve party. Looked like you had fun. And our Legend Jane with the $550 super chat through Tip Alert. Awesome support from our Legend Jane. Chances, Happy New Year, Kevin. Have a great show. Happy New Year, Jane. 2026 is here. Here we go. Here we go. Off to the start with reverse ops here at LAX. Can't get better. No rain yet, though I felt a little bit of drizzle. So hopefully it stays away. Jane, Happy New Year. Thank you so much for your awesome support in 2025, 2024, 2023. All that jazz as we head into 2026. More planes heading out there to 6 right for departure. Next departure is Delta Connection, SkyWest Flight 3868, heading to Jackson Hole in an E-Jet. Also have an E-Jet heading to Bozeman at Delta Connection, SkyWest Flight 3704 in an E-Jet, followed by Frontier, Nevada, the Red Fox livery heading to Chicago O'Hare, A320 Neo.
Tower 3704 LA Tower going 6 right, full length line up the wave traffic will cross downfield.
06 right, line up and wait full length, Skywest 3704.
Delta 2102 traffic will hold, cross going 6 right at Sierra, contact point 65 as you cross.
Right cross, 6 right at Sierra, point 65 on the other side.
See you now.
Even the E-Jets look good on reverse ops here from the H. Looks like we do have Cathay Pacific Flight 885 heading to Hong Kong. It's a 777-300ER. It looks like it might be heading up here to the north side. Now here's what happens with reverse ops. It looks on the radar like they are heading up to the north side. They do make a left-hand turn on the Delta and then head back to the south side and taking off on 7 left. So don't be surprised if Cathay decides to head back to the south side, though we do have an A380 Super heading up here, more than likely for a takeoff on 6 right. That is Korean Air Flight 18 heading to Seoul. As we welcome back Korean Air A380 back here at LAX. Singapore, the 777-300ER Flight 12 coming in from Tokyo to Narita. Next arrival, 6 left.
12,
Flight to
heavy, turn
Bozeman,
right at
Delta
Sierra,
connection,
cross
sky
runway
west, now
6
take it
right,
off, 6 right.
then turn right onto Echo. Traffic will hold in position.
Okay, right on Sierra, cross runway 6 right on Echo and
I do believe Cathay did indeed head to the south. All right, that Korean A380 Super now on the move. Now during reverse ops, usually the A380 Supers usually take off on the south side, though lately they have not. They have decided to head up here to the north. Back in the day, you can almost guarantee an A380 taking off 7 right during reverse ops. Not so much anymore.
Frontier Flight 2446, 1060 at 5, RNAV Kofax, runway 6 right, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV Kofax, runway 6 right, cleared for takeoff, Frontier Flight 2446.
American
I got the Frontier A320 Neo up next for takeoff. Heading to Chicago O'Hare, Nevada, the Red Fox livery flight 2446 will be followed by American Airlines flight 1889 heading to Vegas on a 737-800.
Frontier Flight 2446, contact 6 at departure, take care.
Everything back, Frontier Flight 2446.
It's up like a rocket. I guess no one's heading to Chicago O'Hare on this Friday. A little too cold. Decided to stay here in the Southland. Korean continuing up here to the north side. Next takeoff is an American 737-800, the flight heading to Vegas, flight 1889. Be followed by FlexJet flight 391 heading, I believe, back to Vegas.
LA Tower, hello, Westjet 1020 on the RNAV Zulu 6 right.
American 1889, wind 080 at 5, RNAV to Kofax, runway 6 right, cleared for takeoff.
6 right, clear for takeoff, RNAV Kofax, American 1889.
Westjet 1020, LA Tower, good morning, wind 080 at 5, runway 6 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 6 left, Westjet 1026.
And is it Presidential 84, the Galaxy that's on that?
If you guys haven't yet, make sure to hit that like button, feed the beast, subscribe if you're new, and make sure your notifications are all up to date. Sunday show, it's going to be raining,
actually, no, don't worry
and
about it.
raining a lot on Sundays. So Sunday show is kind of still up in the air, so to speak, at this point. So it was important for me to get out here today to give you guys a show as we take you into the weekend. Not quite sure if you're going to see us at the end of the weekend or not, but we'll keep on looking at the forecast. It's just not looking good.
All good here, line up 20 on 6 right, Westjet 391.
flight radar, see where it happened to our A380 Super. Looks like it's over there on Lima. Ryan Bomar. Oh, where'd you go, Ryan? There you are. What? Where'd you go? Don't Navy Ryan. With the $5 super chat. Thanks so much, Ryan. Says it was a pleasure chatting with you and Rudy the other night. Great catching up with the fellow AF geeks. Go Booger. Thanks for calling in there, Ryan. Hope you had a great, happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year. That was kind of fun having everyone call in. Felt like a real radio station.
Presidential 84, runway 6 right, line up and wait about 90 seconds in position for entry.
We'll have to do that again in a different form. Are we doing that flex jet?
Presidential 84, just want to verify runway
rolling
6
down
right, line up and
6
wait.
right.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. All right, the A380 Super, Flight 18. Haven't seen the Korean Air A380 Super here at LAX in quite some time. Now heading up for a north side takeoff on the 6 left.
Presidential 84 at the upwind numbers, turn left, heading 056. Wind 080 at 6, runway 6 right, cleared for takeoff. Number 1662, LA Tower, how's it going? Runway 6 right, line up and wait folding. Line up and wait, full length.
This is my luck, because I was sick last week. We had reverse ops here at LAX a few times, and I was sitting there watching the forecast. Never once did it rain during the reverse ops. When I was sitting at home, I double checked the weather all day today, this morning. Is it going to rain? Is there any chance of rain? No chance of rain.
Hold short, runway 6 right, departing traffic.
Okay, down to Sierra, hold short, 6 right, Westjet 1020.
Should be good. I like those smaller ones. They work better because they're not as heavy. Philippine also heading up here, though I wouldn't be surprised if Philippine heads to the south side and making that left-hand turn onto Delta. Turkish A350 just touching down on the south side and 7 right.
Presidential 84, contact SoCal departure. Have a nice long flight, man. Delta 1045, LA Tower, good morning, runway 6 right, full length, line up wing. 6 right, full length, line up wing, Delta 1045.
Of course, we have our mod squad up here high atop the H Hotel. We got Danny Disseldorf, Charlie, Rudy's here, O'Malley, Adrian. Adrian's always on the move.
LA Tower, scan west 5851, visual, 6 left.
And a friend Nanny Needles, Nancy, gifting 1 Airline Videos Live membership. Thank you so much, Nancy.
clear for takeoff, 6 right, up to 1045.
United 223, LA target 1, runway 6 right, full length, line up
Next
and wait.
takeoff
Right, full length.
is Delta, flight 1045, heading to Seattle, 737. 800. We'll be followed by United Airlines flight 1023 heading to Denver and an A321neo, followed by that A380 Super.
United 1023, wind 1005, RNAV to Kofax, runway 6 right, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV Kofax, 6 right, clear for takeoff.
Super, LA target. Contact SoCal departure.
Good day.
Look at this rain. Alex 2009 with the $5 super jacket to see you, Alex. Happy New Year, Kevin. One of my hopes for 2026 is to come visit LAX and spot during the reverse ops. It's been 6 months since my last visit. Yeah, you're here for the 24-hour live broadcast here high atop the H Hotel. Of course, we don't get reverse ops that time of the year. Well, I would say come out soon. It seems like we're doing pretty well in terms of reverse ops this year. I think this might be the most reverse ops we've seen in a really long time.
Right, let's get 1020.
Denver up next. How about an A380 Super, Korean Air Flight 18? Just bringing back the A380 Supers here to LAX.
Korean Air 018 Super, wind 0907, runway 6 right, cleared for takeoff.
The Philippine 777 decided to head to the south side.
Stand by. Skywest 5851, remain on the runway. Do not make the turn to exit. You can set up for an exit, but again, remain on the runway. Skywest 5851, LA ground, remain on runway 6 left. You can set up for Sierra exit, but remain on the runway.
You're all set up for Sierra, remain on the runway. Skywest 5851.
Wow, Derek, the Game Boy said there's been 12 reverse ops days in the rainy season so far, which is very rare. Yeah, a lot of those reverse ops days, not even any rain at all, which is a perfect day for reverse ops. We're kind of hoping that this rain drizzle kind of clears out here. Rain not in the forecast here today. A380 Super now rocking and rolling down to 6 right.
Skywest 5851, appreciate the help. Turn right at Sierra, cross runway 6 right, turn right onto Echo, and then contact ground on flight 65.
Sierra, cross 6 right, right on Echo, ground Skywest 5851.
Contact SoCal departure, take care.
Contact Korean Air 018.
always an awesome sight. I feel like we're going to see a rainbow somewhere. Not very many arrivals here on the north side. As we approach the afternoon, things will certainly start picking up. Do a Fiji Flight 810 and coming up from Nandi, the A350-900 just 3 minutes out will be arriving on the south side on 7 right. What a weird looking day. Let's take a look over there on the south side. Turkish still making its way to the gates there on taxiway Bravo.
Down to 2692 heavy, turn right at Sierra, cross runway 6 right, this turn
It just
right
didn't
onto
have a
Echo.
heavy. No wonder I couldn't see it. Too much rain. United Dreamliner touching down at 6 left.
Yeah, 2692 heavy, thank you. Contact ground point 65 as you cross.
Ground point 65 after we cross 98.
Passing by the VIP building. Full of your favorite graffiti. So I can't tell if that is a lot of rain coming in, but I can't even see the end of the runway on the other side. Hopefully that's just fog and not rain. United Dreamliner was coming in from Newark, flight 2692, 787-10 Dreamliner. Boy, the long line for takeoffs on the south side is really long. Surprised they don't have some of those come up here to the north side. You have United Airlines flight 2667 heading to Dulles in a 757-200, now marching over there to 6 right. Followed by Alaska Airlines flight 355 heading to Portland on a 737 at MAX 9.
Requested area 1 approved out of below 500, LA altimeter 3009, squawk 0273.
What happened to our day? It was nice.
Occupy 05, turn right at Sierra.
It was nice this morning. What happened?
60 hold short 6 right, left side your pass.
At 2667 LSR, runway 6 right, line
Because I decided to pull out the
6 right,
very expensive equipment. That's what happened.
Bravo airspace, that's requested area 1 only out of below 500, LA altimeter 3009, squawk 0273.
Ambulance coming to rescue my audio board. Allison says it will clear up. Well, I certainly hope so. I had a conversation with Allison this morning. I said, I've been looking at the weather. No rain in the forecast. I think there was like a blip at about like 9 p.m. tonight. It said it was going to rain, but no rain in the forecast all this morning, afternoon, into the evening, and look what happens. Now we see a rainbow. All we got that United 757 to 200 lining up. 6 right will be our next takeoff.
SF
Delta Airlines is 37800 heading to Salt Lake City, also heading over for north side at takeoff. Alright, we got that United.
1355 LA tower, runway 6 right, line up and wait.
Runway 6 right, around.
United flight going to be taking off next, 6 right. No, I did not bring the tarp. Everyone brought towels from the hotel for me. Got the Mon Squad here tonight.
Yes, 405, turn right at Sierra, hold short of runway 6 right, departing traffic.
Sierra, short of 6 right, now 405.
We got that United 757 now rocking and rolling down to 6 right.
To 1355, 10705, RNAV to Coast back, runway 6 right, cleared for takeoff.
For takeoff, 6 right, RNAV to Coast back, left, yeah,
2667, contact, clear for departure.
Departure at 2667.
Gotta love those sounds. Turn it up.
LA Towers go 6381, 10 miles out, 6 left.
6381, LA Tower, 10705, runway 6 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 6 left, go 6381.
United 405, traffic hold position at Sierra, cross runway 6 right, contact ground plane 65 as you do.
Alright, cross 6 right at Sierra, over to ground, yeah, 405.
That was Alaska Airlines flight 1355 heading to Portland, a 737 and MAX 9. Excuse me, up next. Delta Airlines flight 1194 heading to Salt Lake City, a 737-800. Followed by Aniche at Delta Connection Sky West, flight 3794 heading to Spokane, Washington.
Southwest 2924, turn right at Sierra, hold short of runway 6 right, departing traffic.
Sierra, hold short.
Skywest 153, Charlie 109006, RNAV to Coast back, runway 6 right, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV contact, runway 6 right, takeoff to Coast back.
Are we enjoying the loud sounds? intention in doing the show is to make sure that your walls at home rattle from the loud sounds.
Southwest 2924, turn 20.
And of course, just as I say that, the sound goes out.
At the end, make the right turn at Echo 6, the right turn on Echo, and then hold short of Delta 7.
Echo short of
White Shucks 3710 with the super chat. Appreciate that. Says, hi Kevin, how are you? Greetings from India. I'm Sam. I love your hard work for plane spotting. How's Rudy? Rudy's good. Rudy's up here, High Top DH Hotel, hanging out with a lot of our viewers and our mods, just having a relaxing day. Plane Jockey Kevin still battling this flu. The worst of it is gone. Just a lingering cough.
Also tower wind 1007 with 6 left, good line.
6 left, go, it's 53 left.
Sam, hello from India.
Got 6281 cross over 6 right and contact ground 0.75.
Cross 6 right, get first, and ground the other side, 6281.
Avenor with the $5 super jet. Thank you so much, Avenor. Says happy New Year, AVL. Another day, reverse ops, and also the return of Clean Air A380 Super. Look at that, we got it taken off on 6 right. The return of the A380 Super with Clean Air. Happy New Year, Avenor. Let's head over to the south side. We get an arrival on 7 right. Sorry about that. New audio board, it's acting a little funky already. They have an American A321 heading up for a north side takeoff. Long line there on the south side. Could relieve some of that. Heading up here to the north side. Express E-Jet touching down 6 left.
Got 5385, uniform, crossing my 6 right, contact ground, point 75. Crossing 6 right, ground, point 75.
Also have a Delta 737-900ER heading to Birmingham, Alabama. This is Sports Charter, flight 8806, heading up. Should be our next takeoff. Of course, Alabama was in town for the Rose Bowl. JetBlue, flight 1874, heading to Newark, an A321. Also heading up for a north side takeoff. Friend later, I'm sorry, not later. Tater Tots. Tater Tots in the north control tower. Contact departure. Alright, looks like that American flight is actually going to be first. It's the flight heading to JFK, flight 238, an A321, followed by that Delta flight. You have a heavy arriving on 7 right on the south side. That would be Air New Zealand flight 6 coming from Auckland. Oh, looks like that Delta went to the south side. It's 777-300ER heading to the south side. Look at everyone's heading to the south. Yeah, a long line of takeoffs on the south side.
Also, sir, what up southside traffic crossing with 6 right, bottom wait.
Bottom wait, 6 right, next 238.
Got 4119.
Flores next up for arrival, 7 right.
Ground point 65.
Cross 6 right at Sierra.
Left 64, Los Angeles Tower with 1005 on my 6 left, turn land.
Turn land, 6 left from now, left.
I got that American A321 lining up 6 right. Richard with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Richard. Says, good morning, Kevin and Rudy. How is the coffee from Honolulu? You know, Richard, I haven't opened up your coffee yet from Spencer, but I'm glad you reminded me because I actually ran out of coffee this morning. So, ta-da! I forgot I had a bag waiting for me there. Air New Zealand Flight 6 coming in from Auckland. It's a 777 at 300ER. Next arrival on the south side. Runway 7 right as we look through the old control tower. A321 now clear for takeoff here on the north side, 6 right. Wyatt Chucks 3710 back with the super chat says, yeah, did the flu didn't leave in the did flu doesn't leave in the winter soon. Get well soon. Hope your dad's much better. Had severe cold since Christmas, now better. Yeah, a lot of sickness going around. It seems to linger.
American 1663, Los Angeles Air traffic will cross from a 6 right, on the way. On the way, 6 right, sir. American 1966, cross runway 6 right, contact ground on point 65. Cross runway 6 right, over to ground point 65.
Upgrading to gold here today. Thank you so much, Shoni. Another heavy 777 freighter coming in from Lima, Peru. Green Air Cargo, flight 274. Next heavy arrival on the south side. Our next takeoff here on the north side is American Airlines flight 1663 heading to Nashville, Tennessee. 737-800.
November 94 Charlie Echo, Los Angeles Air traffic will cross from a 6 right, line up and wait. Line up and wait at 6 right. Canada Flight 2 Los Angeles Air 1005, over 6 left, turn at 1164, cross number 6 right, contact ground point 75, or correct, point 65. Cross 6 right, point 65, now 1164.
To the south side, the Green Air Cargo 777 freighter coming in from Lima, Peru. Next heavy arrival on 7 right. So we take a look through the old control tower here at LAX.
runway 6 right, clear for takeoff.
We do have a Hawker 900 XP heading to Pontiac, Michigan. Taking off now, 6 right.
American 1243, cross runway 6 right, contact ground on 0.65. Cross 6 right, 0.65. 74 feet off the start, that's
We got now one of these 777s looking like it's heading up here for north side at takeoff. Now don't be surprised again if it eventually heads to the south side. That is China Eastern Flight 586 heading back to Shanghai, the 777-300ER. Next takeoff is Sun Country Airlines Flight 422 heading to Minneapolis in the 737-800. Though, I will say this, with China Eastern making a left-hand turn onto taxiway Echo instead of Delta, more than likely it will stay up here on the north side. So the big difference is if it makes a left-hand turn onto Delta, forget about it, it's heading back to the south. Anything there on Echo, better chance for it to stay up here on the north side. Also, Air Tahiti Nui Flight 8 heading to Paris, 787-9 at Dreamliner. Also looking like it's possibly heading up here for north side at takeoff. Got the Sun Country 737-800 now rolling down 6 right.
West 3377 with 0907, that's full back, number 6 right, ready for takeoff. Southwest 3366, runway 6 right at Echo 16, line the wing.
6 right, Echo 16, out of the way, Southwest 33.
All right, still looking good for that 777. Still on that taxiway Echo.
Near hold short 6 right.
Next takeoff is the flight to Santa Rosa, California, and E-Jet's Alaska Sky West. Already rotating off 6 right.
Tower Sky 5522 inbound, runway 6 left, we have the field site.
Southwest 3366, wind 1008 on that code back, runway 6 right at Echo 16, good for takeoff.
On that code back, runway 6 right.
Southwest 3414, off contact, running out 0, runway 6 right, that's the wing.
Next takeoff is Southwest Airlines Flight 33 366 heading to Denver, 737 MAX 8. Also on the pond, Flight 5 heading back to Tokyo Narita on a 787-9 Dreamliner, now pushing back for the gates of Tom Bradley. We'll see if that heads up here for north side takeoff or not. Marcel upgrading it to Platinum here today. Thank you so much for that awesome upgrade.
Alaska 289, turn right at Tango and hold short runway 6 right.
Right turn on Tango and hold short 6 right left, 50 Charlie, out of 1591 with you, just over Nathan, left.
1591, Los Tower, wind 1009, runway 6 left, clear land.
Clear land, 6 left, out of 1591.
Southwest 3414, wind 1009, and I have Kopax from my 6 right, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff 6 right on Kopax, Southwest 3414.
3030, Los Kopax, traffic will stop, and 6 right, on a
China Eastern, I think, decided to head to the south. Well, forget my theory about Echo. Yeah, China Eastern heading to the south. Next takeoff is Southwest 737-700 heading to Sacramento.
Alaska 289, cross runway 6 right, and contact ground on 0.65.
Cross runway 6 right, contact 0.65 left at 289.
Canada 562, cross runway 6 right, contact ground 0.65.
6 right over ground, Canada 5.
3414, contact 8.
With this Air Tahiti Nui Dreamliner, that flight heading to Paris. We'll see if it heads to the south side as well. Next takeoff is a flight to San Jose, California in E-Jet, Alaska SkyWest, flight 3030. Excuse me. Sorry. There's the ANA flight to Tokyo Narita. Don't be surprised if that heads back to the south side.
3030, RNAV Kopax, wind 1008, runway 6 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Kopax, good takeoff, 6 right, sky with 3030.
5522, hold short, runway 6 right.
Hold short, runway 6 right, sky 22.
Let's see what happens to the Dreamliner. Does it make a left-hand turn, head back to the south side? Will it stay here on the north?
Delta 1884, Los Tower, transfer cross, comes off the south side of a 6 right, line of way.
Runway 6 right,
Got 5522, cross number 6 right, and contact ground on 0.65.
Cross 6 right and over to ground on 2165. Go.
Official and take it to the top of the hour once again. It is officially afternoon here in the Southland. A little gloomy looking day here in Los Angeles. You're watching continuous live coverage of LAX plane spotting action right here on your home for LAX live streams. That is Airline Videos Live. It is our first show of 2026, officially January 2nd, 2026. I am your Plane Jockey Kevin, high atop the H Hotel, giving you some reverse action here at LAX. Sit back, relax. I got you covered. Make sure to hit the like button if you haven't yet, as we continue on with the action here. ANA heading to the south side. We still have that Air Tahiti Nui Dreamliner heading to Paris. Number 3 for takeoff here on 6 right.
All right, we'll hurry across over the ground.
Next takeoff is Delta Airlines flight 1884 heading to Cabo is 737-800. American 777-200ER coming in from Miami. Next arrival on the south side on 7 right.
413 Los Angeles Tower with 6 right, last wait. 6 right, fast highway, Delta 413.
Down at 6 right. Next arrival here on the north side at 6 left, Japan Airlines flight 60. Flight coming in from Osaka, Japan. Are we doing that Dreamliner? The Air Tahiti Nui Dreamliner heading to Paris. Number 2 for takeoff. Here on the north side at 6 right as we see this Delta A321 Neo now taking off.
Japan Air 600 Heavy at Sierra, Rock runway 6 right, contact ground 0.65. Short runway right up Sierra, 0.65. 413, got that.
All right, the flight to Paris up next, lined up. It's up to A321 Neo heading to Minneapolis, flight 413. Marco with the $5 super chat. Thanks so much, Marco. Says thank you for the live stream. I can hear the planes flying over La Puente. Yeah, all of the city is hearing definitely the takeoff action here at LAX today. A lot of people saying, no, thankfully we don't have to hear this all the time. To us, we love to hear it all the time. To most of the people, residents of the city, they're like, forget about it. Send those things back over the ocean. All right, heading to Paris, the 787-9 Dreamliner, Air Tahiti Nui, now rolling down to 6 right. Departure. All right, we got that Japan Dreamliner, the flight coming in from Osaka, heading to the gates. Next takeoff is Volaris, an A320, followed by Frontier, followed the Falcon livery, heading to Salt Lake City. It's an A321. China Eastern, as well as that ANA, still there on the south side, waiting to take off in a long line. Got this WestJet heading to Vancouver, flight 1103, a 737 MAX 8, now pushing back from Terminal 2. Qantas 11, flight 11, coming in from Sydney, Australia, A380 Super, looking like it's going to be arriving on the south side on 7 right. Of course, we got you covered high atop the H Hotel, both north side, south side. As we wait for that Volaris A320 to take off here on the north side.
Volaris 7723, wind 009, fly runway heading runway 6 right, clear for takeoff.
Flight 920, becoming a silver member here today. Thank you so much. Welcome to the channel. Almost 2,000 likes, almost 2,000 of you guys watching all around the world. Thanks for tuning in to this pop-up stream here today on Airline Videos Live. As we officially take you in the year 2026.
Wind 0809, runway 6 left, third line. 6 left, third line, up on 1340. Frontier 4130, wind 0708 on app, full back, 7 right, clear for takeoff.
Right up next is our Frontier flight, already lined up, 6 right. Again, this flight heading to Salt Lake City. It's an A321 following the Falcon livery. In the longer line of planes lining up for 6 right here on the north side. A United 757 heading up here for north side at takeoff. The flight heading to Newark, flight 1981, a 31-year-old 757 at 200. Our next takeoff is Alaska Horizon flight 2217 heading to Vegas and an E-Jet. Will be followed by Delta Airlines flight 8801 heading to Indianapolis. This is another sports charter, 737-900ER. We do have a special livery heading toward us here on the north side. That would be Delta Airlines in the SkyTeam livery, flight 898, coming in from Atlanta, Georgia. 767-400ER, just 4 minutes out, running about an hour, over an hour and a half late here today. Carbonados, as we love the loud sounds, turn it up. They are loud here today. We love it.
Okay, we'll take it to the end. Number 1546. At Romeo, cross runway 6 right, and then Echo Delta 8 to the gate.
All right, at Romeo, cross 6 right, Echo Delta 8 to the gate. Number 1340.
Qantas Flight 11, the A380 Super, just 5 minutes out. Certainly looking like it's heading to the south side. The next takeoff is the sports charter, Delta Airlines Flight 8801, heading to Indianapolis, Indiana, 737-900ER. Should be followed by that United 757. Flight heading to Newark. We also have some corporate jets heading up here for north side takeoffs.
Delta 8801 on that full back with 1006 on my 6 right, clear for takeoff.
JSX is one of those heading to Vegas.
Delta, I'm sorry, United 1981, Los Angeles, 6 right, line up and wait.
6 right, line up and wait, United 1981.
The sports charter heading back to Indianapolis. Sure, everyone back in Indiana is feeling pretty good. Winning the Rose Bowl against Alabama. rolling down that 7 left there on the south side. We're not going to see much of the takeoff. All right, we got that United 757 at 200 lined up, ready to go. 6 right. Again, this flight heading to Newark. Make sure to turn it up for this next takeoff. We'll be followed by Alaska Airlines flight 1305 heading to Seattle 737 at 800.
Alaska 1305, Los Tower with 6 right, on its way.
Got that special livery, SkyTeam livery of the 767-400ER coming from Atlanta, flight 898. 3 minutes out will be a north side arrival.
South 799 at uniform, hold short, runway 6 right.
Uniform, hold short, 6 right, Southwest 799.
South 799, while we're waiting, let's verify your gate number. I've got 2 systems that give me your gate and they have conflicting information.
17 Bravo for Southwest 799.
I would have thought so too, but I think the more recent one is 18 Alpha. Check with your company, it'll be there for just a minute.
Okay.
Alaska 1305 on a full back with 1008 runway 6 right, clear for takeoff. Thank you.
Alpha for Southwest 799.
We're verified.
Tower Delta 898 is on an island, visual final, 6 left.
898 heavy, Los Tower, 1008 runway 6 left, third line.
Delta 898. And if I could ask, how far ahead of us is our traffic?
3.57 miles, and you are only 10 knots back.
Thank you.
All right, the flight to Seattle now rolling down at 6 right.
Sir 674, wind 007 on that full back from my 6 right, clear for takeoff.
6 right, clear for takeoff on Amco back.
321, Los Tower, with cross on the 6 right.
Here comes the rain again. Here comes the rain again. Isn't that a song? Daniel Griffiths becoming a gold member once again. Thank you so much, Daniel.
Southwest 5038 at Sierra, hold short runway 6 right.
At Sierra, hold short, 6 right.
Southwest 5038, cross runway 6 right, ground point 65.
Cross 6 right, ground point 65, Southwest 613.
All right.
674, contact.
Up next is a Delta in the SkyTeam livery, 767-400ER. If I zoom out there, the rain's coming in once again. Hopefully just a short rain shower.
11 Super Los Tower, wind 070 at 7, runway 6 left, clear to land.
Well, look at that. Qantas Flight 11 checking in from the north side. Will be arriving on 6 left.
Tower Tempo 387 inbound visual 6 left.
At the 3 to 7 Los Tower, wind 070 at 7, runway 6 left, clear to land.
Sky Team.
Clear to land, 6 left, 6
Coming in from Atlanta.
The 898 heavy, hold short, runway 6 right.
Hold short 6 right, Delta 898.
6 321 on that, full back, 10708, we're 6 right, clear for takeoff.
Or nav, go fast. 6 right, takeoff, 6 right.
West 1103.
West 1103, go ahead.
1103, I'm going to have to just have you do a little do-si-do on the runway there to get someone behind you. You'll be waiting for traffic officers outside for a few minutes.
Roger, West 1103.
1103, proceed on the runway 6 right, and then your first right turn exit at Echo 16.
Jay is
And then there'll be
heading to
another right
Vegas.
turn on Echo right back where you are.
Okay, copy that.
Rolling down
onto
to
the
6
runway,
right.
6 right, Echo 16, move back to where we are, West 1103.
5379 miles on the tower. Traffic will cross number 6 right as you're able to line up and wait.
6 right, line up and wait. Okay, 5379.
Delta 898 heavy, cross number 6 right, contact ground point 65.
Cross 6 right, Delta 898 heavy, point 6.
6 right 321, contact 8. Departure.
Departure, 6 right.
Next takeoff is United Express SkyWest, flight 5379, heading to Haley. It's an E-Jet. Qantas, flight 11, committed from Sydney, an A380 Super. Next arrival on 6 left.
Got 5379, wind 008 on F, go back, runway 6 right, clear for takeoff.
On up, go back. 6 right, clear for takeoff. Sky 379.
That's 3 to 7, hold short, runway 6 right.
Hold short 6 right, clear for takeoff.
And Legend Jane gifting 50 Airline Videos Live memberships. Awesome support from Legend Jane. Jane, thank you so much.
Gently 3 to 7, cross, runway 6 right, contact ground point 65.
35, 6 right, point 65.
6379, contact 8. Departure.
Departure, have a good day. 379.
United Express E-Jet taking off. All right, the Qantas A380 Super touching down 6 left. So I'm just trying to clean off our equipment as the rain is starting to come down a little bit harder.
Point 65. Other 829, Los South Tower, wind 0708, runway 6 left, clear line.
Tower horizon 2047 iOS runway.
Horizon 2047, lost all tower wind 0709, runway 6 left, clear to land.
6 left, clear to land, horizon 2047.
At 1103, traffic will cross. It'll be a couple
Next
minutes.
takeoff is WestJet flight 1103 heading to Vancouver, 737 to MAX 8. Where'd everyone go? Again, I looked at the weather forecast today. No rain. No rain. We're getting drenched. Well, so much for this new audio board. So the equipment's all getting nice and wet now because, well, it wasn't supposed to rain today, and it is coming down. So I might as well continue here since the equipment's already out in the rain as we continue on. So bear with us. Hopefully the visibility improves a little bit, and it's kind of nasty now as we continue on here. One of our great mods, Danny Dusseldorf, mother of Max, is with the $10 super chat. This is hello from Misoggy Max Mama, the H patio. Stay drive, DJ Chetsy Kev. Voila. Thank you. Everyone's left me out here.
Delta 2119, also tower, wind 0909, runway 6 left, clear to land. 6 left, 21.
Anybody have a weather app? Is it going to get worse or is it going to get better? We are. Okay. Is it coming from, where's it coming from, the ocean?
Got 3902 like that.
Our friend H. Don also here at the H Hotel. She's in town from London. Just informed me that we're at the very tail end of this little rain storm.
1374 like that. Go ahead, sir. 1374, you're going to follow WestJet up to the Hobart, please.
Right, we'll follow the WestJet.
So we wait for more takeoff action here on the north side. Still waiting on that WestJet.
Southwest 4553, Los Angeles Tower, wind 090 at 10, runway 6 left for land. 6 left, clear land, Southwest 2553.
Linda, were these from your room? You don't have any of the smaller ones, was there? That's it. Tell Charlie to go get some stuff. Help me out here. Everyone's disappeared. What's that?
West 1103, wind 090
I need
at
more house.
or 7.
My whole crew has disappeared.
We're calling 1953, just confirming we're departing for today. Ground told us to fly earlier.
West 1103, wind 090, 11 on app, full pack, number 6 right, clear for takeoff. Clear takeoff, 6 right, west that's still speak, yeah. Rest 4047, hold short runway 6 right.
Hold short runway 6 right, the rest is 147.
At a 449, also tower 6 right, line up wait.
Last flight, 449.
And who wants to know about that runway?
Colony 1953, we were told to left earlier, just clarifying.
Yeah, 6 right.
Roger.
Tower 3902, thanks. That opposite direction Delta, you can follow him up to the bar.
Alright, follow the Delta bus to the bar.
At Colony 1953, when you get to Echo 18, hold short of it and don't block access to the runway, okay?
Hold short of Echo 18, don't block access.
I think we got the WestJet rolling down that 6 right.
Got a 449 on that full pack with 09011 with the strike, clear for takeoff. Let's check in 23 or 2 strike.
Oh, Linda to the rescue. She's got a bunch of towels. Thank you. Let's clean off the camera first here. Thank you, Linda. Make sure that nothing important is getting wet over here. I think we're okay. Thank you. What's that? No, I'll hold on to them. Can we put those underneath here?
That's 2449 like that. Yeah, 2449.
Sorry guys. TX78 with a $2 super chat. Thanks so much. Let's get home from PT and see you're live. Thank you. Well, hope PT was okay. I know it's a struggle. Yeah, we decided to do the live stream here today because of reverse offs. Then we were gonna bypass the rain here, but oh well, not lucky in that behalf. Quality mobile video with a $10 super chat. Audio board fun. Thank you, Honolulu, Honolulu, Honolulu. No, we just replaced that audio board.
1374 on our full back with 009 with the correct
board just got delivered on New Year's Eve. First night we used it was at the party. Last thing I want to do is ruin a brand new audio board 2 days into the new year.
Southwest 2553, thanks. Hold short, number 6 right. Hold short.
Next takeoff is Delta flight heading to Vegas, an A321. I think H-Dot might be right that the rain is on its way out here.
Wind 0010 on the 6 left for land.
Land on 6 left, copy. 6. Okay.
3902, wind 0010, RNAV full fax, and 6 right, clear for takeoff. 6 right, clear for takeoff, 12 up, tower 6 right, left and wing.
China Airlines cargo 777 freighter rolling down at 7 left. Look at that spray.
United 1012, RNAV Copac with 009, number 6 right, clear for takeoff. RNAV Copac, 2449, number 6 right, line up complete, traffic will cross.
Back with the $5 super jet. Thanks so much, Avenir. Since Kevin needs a small gazebo. You know, we have a lot of those, Alvanor. They just blow away. You can't have any gazebos or anything like that here high top the Edge Hotel. It will blow away.
5125, any exit. Any exit, that's fine. Horizon 2047, crossing by 6 right, contact ground point 65, next lady.
Crossing by 6 right, contact ground point 65, horizon 2047.
12553, crossing by 6 right, ground point 65. Crossing by 6 right, over ground, 2119, crossing by 6 right, contact ground point 65.
That was United flight heading to Dulles, 737 MAX 9. Next takeoff is United Airlines flight 2449 heading to Vegas, the 737 MAX 8. Got the big Q and the One World livery coming up from Doha. The A350 1000, 6 minutes out, will be a south side arrival.
United 2449, RNAV Copac, wind 009, number 6 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Copac, runway 6 right, clear for takeoff, United 2449.
Quality 1953, over 6 right, line of wait. Here 3316, everybody uniform. Uniform, right, 233. Okay, 3316, cross over 6 right, contact ground point 65.
Cross 6 right over ground for 2316, bye-bye.
Yeah, 2449, contact 8. Positive.
This improves. I'm gonna clean off the lens. Stand by 1 second here. It's a little wet. is American Airlines Flight 3013 heading to Philadelphia, an A321 Neo.
1953 RNAV Copac, wind 0010 with 6 right, clear for takeoff. American 3013 Norfolk Tower with 6 right, line up and wait.
6 right, line up and wait, American 3013.
1013 ILS 6 left.
At 1013 Norfolk Tower, wind 0010 by 6 left, clear to land.
6 left, third lane, 1013.
Also have a United 757-200 heading to Newark, flight 247, number 2 for takeoff here on the north side. Followed by Delta Airlines flight 802 heading to Detroit on an A321.
Got 658 cross number 6 right, got the ground up 0.65.
Cross 6 ready, uniform over ground, 0.65, Scout 658.
Colony 1953, contact AE departure.
Departure, Colony 1953, see ya.
How are we looking weather-wise? Is this going to pass through here?
American 3013 on app Copac, wind 0709 with 6 right, clear for
Next,
takeoff.
American flight 3013 heading to Philadelphia.
247 Los Angeles Tower with 6 right, line up and wait, transfer cross.
Line up and wait, 6 right, and then 247.
Another rain is coming your way, it seems, so there Sam Boy says. Alright, well, I need to make a decision here, because everything's already wet.
6 left to land.
If more rain is on its way, then we're going to shut things down here.
Quarter 663 at Sierra, cross number 6 right, contact ground 0.65.
Sierra, cross runway 6 right, and contact ground 120.
American 3013 contact departure. Yeah, 247, wind 0709 on F Copac, number 6 right, clear for takeoff.
6 right, RNAV Colfax.
Wow, this was
We're
fun.
cleared for takeoff, United 247.
At 802 Los Angeles Tower,
Alright
6 right,
guys,
line up and wait.
unfortunately there's another rainstorm coming in. It's looking worse than this already, and the equipment is already soaked. So I have to call it. Go figure. Go figure. I looked at the weather forecast for today multiple times. It said no rain, 100%, 0%, no rain. And look what we come up with. So this is the start of a very rainy weekend ahead. It looks like Sunday might be rained out as well, even worse than today. So we may not have a Sunday show. It's raining tomorrow, Saturday. It's raining on Monday. It's raining on Tuesday. I don't think we see sun again here in the Southland until next week, Wednesday at the earliest. And then it's sunny all the rest of the week. So stay with us. You know, the equipment just doesn't like the rain. Things get wet, things break down, and things are costly. So it's not that we don't like to be out here today. What you want to do week.
009, runway 6 left for land.
6 left for land, up with 50.
Well, you know what? Let's just go with that. I don't know why the Cowboy song is in the audio board.
Sub 802, wind 009 on F, go back to the 6 right, clear for takeoff.
On that Copac 75, 6 right of the 802.
The 437 Los Altos, Castle Cross, full length runway 6 right, line of way.
Set up away, set up 46.
That's 1013 cross number 6 right, contact ground point up time, or first point 6 left.
6 right, ground PA.
We'll hopefully see you in a few days. If not, we'll see you next week. From all of us here at Airline Videos Live, good night, everyone.
6451, right turn at Sierra and hold short number 6 right.
Right, sir.